President of ARTDO 2019-2020, Miss Rita Go, Dr. Atif Abdel Magid. Dr. Atif, thank you very much. Yay! Wonderful. Thank you to this wonderful people who made it possible for all of us. Now, this part is for all of you. So please, my dear participants, we're 106 now. And did you know that Zoom can actually showcase our facial expressions and capture all of our pictures here? So I'd like you to please open your camera, making this like a very memorable conference. So what we'll do is that we'll ask the host or the co-host to shift the pages because I think we will have about 4 pages here, right? And then I'd like us for you to click your own picture, print screen, know your buttons on how to print screen your picture, all right? What is this? Okay, everybody, first R, rejuvenate. Ta-da! And then let's have the picture, print screen. Ta-da! There you go. There, captured. Okay, now for the second page, I want you to please do reinvent. All right, smile while you reinvent, and then print screen. Print screen. It's so difficult,
it's so hard because both of our hands are like this.
Okay, print screen one time, one hand on the print screen and the other is like this. All right, on the third page, maybe we can do resilient. Both hands are up, no? So maybe one up na lang and then one finger on the screen. This is the difficult part when you do everything by yourself. All right, have you had the picture already? I hope you did, because then this is your souvenir for this ARTDO conference. Maybe next time we will tell the computer makers to make computers with the command of the voice so that they can take pictures of us, right? All right. Okay. Now that we are all set, okay, and I know that you have had a lot of learning experience, and it's been the whole day that you have been into Zoom, and you are rather air meet, and you are all seated. I'd like to call on somebody who can lead us into an activity to give us a bit of a refresher, a rejuvenation, okay, of our spirit. So to lead us in this great, I call this Zoom exercise. We're Zoom, and we'll do a little bit of an exercise. So Zoom exercise. Lorena Wong for a bit of an exercise. Miss Lorena, Zoom away.
Okay, then
Please.
I'm really happy to do this. And now that thanks to everybody, because we are all we made it possible, because the participants too is very important. So we're going to do a very short mindful exercise with our bodies and then with our mind. Okay, so are you ready? So first we're going to stretch our arms while breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now with our head, we're going to just to the right, left, right, left, right, left. Now some rotations to your right. 1, 2, 3. Now to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do something very nice. That is to relax our shoulders. We'll do like this to ourselves, massaging a little bit while breathing. Feels so good. Very nice. Now the other side. Oh, so nice. We love ourselves so much. Yes, yes. Now a little bit our back. Oh, so nice. Oh, stretch a little bit. Good. Now, also another point that is very, very good to release the stress is here, to touch here, and then massage a little bit, little circular motions. Oh, so nice. Great. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just now, just quick clapping to our arms. Tapping, clap, tapping. Massage our hand, our fingers. Oh, just feel all the energy going there, all the energy. Now the other arm. Oof, great. Now your hand, massage. Oh, feels so nice. Oh, now the fingers. Great. Okay, now just clapping a little bit our legs. Three deep breaths. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out with your mouth. Release all the stress. Breathe in, breathe out with your mouth. Release all the stress. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. Release all the stress. Now I want you to please close your eyes, and I'm going to guide you to do some deep, some breathing. You breathe normally, and then at the end I will do some affirmations. Okay? So first, the motivation is because we're going to recover our clear mind, our peaceful mind. Okay, ready? Okay. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. One. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just feel the air getting in and out from your body. Just concentrate on that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Give your time, this time for yourself. This is a gift to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Now visualize in front of yourself and an image of yourself. And then imagine and see a beautiful golden light coming from the universe, getting in from the top of your head and then going out from your heart to this image in front of yourself. That is yourself. And you can repeat after me or just mentally. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I live in peace. And now we visualize all the human beings in our planet and also the animals. And we say, may all of you be safe. May all of you be healthy. May all of you be happy. May all of you live in peace. And to finish, we feel all the gratefulness in our heart and feel very happy for all the positive people and events that is happening now in our lives. Thank you. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much, Loretta. That was a great exercise. Are you now relaxed? Wonderful. Let's give Loretta a round of applause. Louder, please. There you go. Thank you, Loretta. That was a very wonderful exercise. Okay, now let us now proceed to the CTP graduation. Certified Training Professional in ARTDO is prepared to recognize our graduates. May I request President Rita, Dr. Atif, Ms. Sereri, and Dr. Donald Ford to please maintain your video cameras and your microphones on as we proceed with the ceremony. While I request the rest of the attendees to please turn off their videos and mute their microphones first while we invite you to witness the graduation ceremony. Now that we are all set, Ms. Rita, we are now ready for your presentation of the graduates.
All right. Thank you so much, IB and Lorena, for preparing us to join this very meaningful Certified Training Professional ARTDO graduation ceremony. In order to do this, may I ask everybody to put off your videos because we're going to be bringing to stage the CTP graduates. So their names will be called one by one. As their names are being called, these graduates are requested to put on their cameras. Alice Liu Pek New, Bun Chai Lok, thank you, congratulations. Chi Kin Sit, Didit Nguyen, Eva Tang, Go Sek Im, Go Yung Hong, Iris Tan, Kor Yong Tat, Eng Yi Zer, Nuba Vidyapan, Nor Ashikin, Nor Shafinas, Peter Atim, Rosna Zira, Jamil, Sharifa Haszikia, bin Said Zainal, Said Muhammad Nazri, bin Wan Mahmad Nizam, Tan Yiling Denise, Tunku Said Izuddin, bin Tunku Said, Zeti bin Radzi, and from Africa, Bruno Godfrey Sangi, Chidozi Ethelberg, Naka Bubi Winfred, and that completes all our CTP graduates. Now may I invite all of us to take a group photograph. So our photographers, Eric Lim, can you please make it into gallery view so that all of us, Dr. Atif, Dr. Donald Ford also will join. So Eric Lim, Iris Tan, can we take photograph?
Ready? Smile. Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
All right.
Congratulations.
So, yes, congratulations.
We're so proud of you on behalf of Dr. Mario V. Donald Ford, who is the author of our books at CTP. Don, would you want to say a few words, Donald?
Yes, of course, I'd like to join all of us in congratulating this latest round of CTP graduates. We know how hard you have worked over many months to achieve this outstanding goal of yours. And of course, you are graduating with unprecedented challenges in front of you. We are living through a year unlike any other that any of us have ever seen, with the COVID crisis, with the economic crisis, and with many political crises across the world. This is not a time for the faint hearted. But at the same time, events like this and periods of time of great turmoil and change also provide tremendous opportunities. And I do believe that more and more the leaders of the world are recognizing the power of a educated and skilled workforce. And they're therefore recognizing just how important it is for people like you to be certified training professionals who have demonstrated that you know how to help people learn. And if there was ever a time that the world needed more learning, more knowledge, more skill, it's now. So I think you have a very bright future in front of you. Just remember to remain resilient, to strengthen yourself and your commitment to success. And I think in the future, we can reinvent the way people learn and help the world overcome its many challenges. So, with that, I again congratulate all of you and I wish you a very, very successful future.
Hold on, Don. We will now also call one of the graduates to represent the rest of them. And we will call on Zati Binti Razi, who will represent the graduates and share with us what they have done post CTP.
Hi, everyone. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good. I think first and foremost, thank you to Kathleen, all right, and our guru, Dr. Mario and Sarah Lee, okay, who has been assisting us, okay, many months, all right, so going through the CTP. So I think basically for this batch, we have about 11 people, okay, 11 training specialists from Western Digital who have actually attended and completed, okay, the program. So, these specialists are very experienced training person. So they know very well how to work with stakeholders, identifying the gaps, work on the contents and interventions, but at times, those processes, maybe not structured, we may skip and jump to accommodate the timeline, demand, etc. And furthermore, with the current pandemic challenge that we are in currently. So now this is where CTPS the value. Okay, so we understand, how we need to actually, map all these bits and pieces to organize them, structure them properly. Like for example, the most significant example, when we were developing our customized content, so we look at the gap. All right, so you are able to link the gap to the performance. All right, so then set the objectives, build in the architecture and so forth. So this is the value that we have actually gained, okay, throughout the program. So the knowledge has helped us, the training specialists, to be able to come up with satisfactory solution. We are able to influence the stakeholder better, and we're able to see some return on expectation. So, all in all, so I think we're very glad, going through this program. So even though it is very demanding, so thanks again to Sarah Lee, thanks again to Dr. Mario, okay, for guiding us, okay, throughout the journey. Okay, thanks. I think that's all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rita, for presenting our graduates. To our dear graduates, congratulations to all of you, and I wish you all more power. Now, this juncture, I'd like to call in one of your facilitators who have really been with you throughout. And so, without much ado, please welcome one of your facilitators of the Terali Alcaraz.
Thank you, Ivy. Don, I miss you. Donald Ford. Okay. I think for many of the participants, they see you as the man behind the green book that I wish everybody has read by this time.
And
See, I
there
cannot
really is a man behind the book. Yes.
man behind the green book, right? And I'm just really, really so proud of all of you. You know, Don, what we have is a combination of, I think, early part of this year, they still had face to face, CTP. And I think what this pandemic brought to ARTDO and to CTP is, I think, we have kind of doubled, okay, if not tripled the attendees that we have this year, because suddenly we now have workshops and classes that are not only in Malaysia, in Philippines, in Thailand, and in Vietnam, but now we're talking international here. Like we would have some participants that dawn their CTPs conducted from 9 p.m. Okay, to to 11 p.m. because it's like it's yeah that's Malaysia time, but there are some who are joining from Africa. There are some that are joining from the U.S. and that is also thanks to United Nations, which is one of our key clients for the certified training professional. So I won't take so much of your time. Just please remember that Mommy Sarah Lee is so proud of all of you and continue to make all of us and yourselves and your organizations very proud because now you carry the torch. Now you are truly certified training professionals. Congratulations, everyone. I think we should unmute and celebrate, okay? Why don't
Yeah,
we do
make
that? Everyone
noise, make
unmute and
noise.
make noise.
Congratulations. Let's hear from a cheer from you. Hep hep. Right?
Hooray!
No matter how delayed it. Hep.
Hooray! Hooray!
Well,
See, they are
it is a
trainers, Ivy. Thank you,
sorry.
Ivy.
Oh,
They're
sure.
trainers.
I know this is the new batch of certified training professional and now certified by ARTDO. Congratulations to 11 of you, and it's been wonderful. Congratulations, ARTDO. Congratulations, Early, and of course, Dawn, Dr. Dawn. Thank you very much for all of the learnings that you have offered our professionals. Wow, we have a new batch of certified trainers in our midst. Thank you for your inspiring message. All right. Now, I know we have had a lot of learning for the last 2 days. And, as trainers, we don't just absorb learning, we make it also fun. So, what is very interesting in this conference is that we have made some quizzes, and right now we are ready to award the winners of the ARTDO quiz. So, to do this, let me call on Dr. Atif to award the winners, the 3 winners of our ARTDO quiz. Dr. Atif?
Excellent. Actually, I would like to congratulate the 3 winners. Fortunately, the 3 of them, they got the full mark. Lilian Boncamino from Savi Our Medics, and she will attend Power of Empathy by Philip Lai on the 26th January 2021, which will be from 6 to 8 p.m. Malaysia time. Then Mr. Jerome de Silva from the International Youth Society. He will attend the Cultural Agility by Mr. Casey Yan, 20 January 2021, 4 to 6 p.m. Malaysia time. The third one is Indah Rahmawati from BPJS, and she will attend the Transforming Stress into Success by Carla Ru on the 28th January 2021 from 4 to 6 p.m. Malaysia time. So congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to CTP certified people. And I have a small message of also congratulations from the Chairman Emeritus, Dr. Thomas Chi. He would like to congratulate achiever of the ARTDO International HR Excellence Award of 2020, Mr. Nofal Mahfouz for the individuals and for the institutional CPC Taiwan, which will be delivered on the 48th ARTDO International Conference in Batam Island, Indonesia, 24 to 26, 2021. And also at that conference, the winner of the next year award will be for the individual Tansri Dr. Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Director of IIUM, and also for the institutional is the Department of Public Administration, Tam Kang University of Taiwan. And thank you very much.
And all of this are going to be rolled out on January. And congratulations to our winner, because you won a complimentary seat to those programs. And that was also a wonderful announcement from our President Emeritus. Thank you very much, Dr. Atif, for sharing that with us. All right. Now is the highlight also. So we'd like you to please share your key takeaways. So this is how we're going to, and please we'd like to share with them what is the greatest takeaway that you have from the conference. Please share that. And since there's going to be 5 of you, we'll give you 1 minute each to express that to each other in that breakout room. And then of that and unite that and mold that so that we can really have one takeaway after this.
Yes, so please share your greatest takeaway. Maybe just 1 or 2, okay? Maybe 1 extra minute, 6 minutes, okay?
Everyone is back. All right. Welcome back to the plenary session once again, everyone. And for those who just came in, thank you very much for joining us. We just had the breakout room. Now we're back. And now we would like to call on some of our participants to give us a bit of an idea already of their own takeaway of the learning sessions we had in the last 2 days. So I'd like to start off our winner from the ARTDO HRD Award as an individual, would like to call on Naufal Mahfooz. I hope I pronounced the name right. So please give us your key learning takeaway in the conference.
Okay. Thank you, Ivy. Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. Are you happy? Our key takeaways from the day's event, we are 57 participants from Indonesia in this event. This is a very big delegation, because this is online conference, By getting the extraordinary topics delivered by excellent speakers and also organized by great organizing committee, we equip the new knowledge, the new experience from the speakers that we can facing the 2021 years, next years with optimism, with enthusiasm. This is our key takeaways, Ivy. Thank you very much for ARTDO. Thank you very much for everyone.
Wonderful. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much for that key learning takeaway, sharing that. All right, now we'd like to call on Zoraina Harun Safeguards to also provide us with the key learning takeaway that she has had. Zoraina?
Hi, how's everybody?
Hi. There you go.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Thank you for having me on stage. To me, I think the most important thing that I've learned is actually, wow. And I've learned so much in terms of breaking my own box. You know, we tend to put ourselves in boxes. And I think this conference have break the box for me, because I see beyond face-to-face learning. Now with the pandemic that we have to start embarking on online learning and then see how the platforms work for so many organizations, especially last night we learned about Magic, how they have this platform for staff to be interact with each other during the pandemic. Yeah, to me is the box breaker. Break the box. Break the box. You guys can see that. Well, what else to do? And I learned so much. And this is more interesting in comparison to the conventional conference that we had before. I had the opportunity to attend ARTDO conference in Cairo in 2008. Yes, it was a conventional conference. We don't really meet other participants. Yes, there are people from other countries, but we didn't have the opportunity to mix because we tend to stick to our own vendors. So this time around, we create more networking. We see people from different countries, so many cultures, so many knowledge to be shared among each other. And thank you so much for organizing such a wonderful event.
Yes, thank you, Zaraina. I like your drawing. Can you just show that to us once again, please? Breaking the box. Next time you throw the box, all right? But thank you very much, the wonderful drawing. Thank you for sharing. Now we'd like to call on Gyro Siemens. Please share with us your key learning takeaway.
Well, hello everyone. I put a few things together, but I don't want to bore you all with slides and presentations. I think there were so many things that we learned this time. What we learned, the air meets and the coming together, mixing with people, lots of new people. It was great to see certain people, but again, not so easy during the sessions or after the sessions. A lot of them ran on, but it's fine. Of course, we learned a lot of things during the 3 days, and if we look at the humans are rejuvenating, reinventing, resilient, and reimaginative and responsive. We can adapt. Even here with the pandemic and how things have affected us, we really can perform, and we should do. And this is what this seminar has given us. What we would see is most probably day one for me was about change. It was about we must always change, renew, rekindle, and rejuvenate ourselves by pursuing with our passion, or otherwise we harden, as Dr. Aini told us. And what Dr. Tanvi said, crisis is the curriculum of what great leadership is made of. And we learned so much more. We learned from Dr. Rothwell with the virtual group coaching. He gave us the tools there, and ultimately we had a great session with Dr. Peter and learning about the 5 F's: fast, focused, flexible, fearless, and fun. And I think that's something that we really have to take away, and we have to learn to change and adapt to it. And as we went into day 2, there was a lot more things. There was a lot more excitement. Yes, think outside the box. Think sideways, beyond the obvious, as Lisa Young said. And control your thoughts. Have purpose, faith, and desire, and vision boards. And yes, I like the vision board. Get out the box. And it's so important. And what Professor Razak said, we need to balance the spices. We need to, edu-action was something that was an interesting learning point. And went further to Chandri, saying 65% of children entering primary school will hold jobs that don't exist yet. We have to adapt, or we have to find a way to make our children think more, and the youngsters of today think and not just learn to do something. And I think that's a really big takeaway. And then empathy. Empathy makes or breaks relationships and leaders. That I like. I think that took it to the new level. You can change it. You can change that habit by attitude, by changing your understanding and behaviors. And lastly, the end of the session was great because we had the rejuvenation with positive energy from Carl Leroux. And I think that somatic awareness and becoming more aware of your feelings and your senses, I think that's something that for me was a takeaway. And it's a really great way to end the whole session today. That's my takeaway. So thank you very much to everyone. Great number of people there, incredible number, not only the people talking, but all the people in the background, putting together this whole thing and making it all work, the hosts, the speakers. Well done, and a big thumbs up to you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Garos. That was also wonderful. There was a lot of R's and F's I heard there. So, and that's something that we should be pounding on. Thank you very much for your sharing. Let's now move on to Lin Ho Rosen. Lin, Would you like to share with us as well?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I feel so much of love from this conference. So much of love from the people like you guys as a giver, as a facilitator, as a speaker in this conference for us to learn. I feel so much love for those people working at the back, behind the scene, supporting the event, moving so smoothly. Great giver. For us as a taker, that we learn and we adopt and we hope we can apply. This is the first key things that I feel in this conference. Love. Thank you so much for everybody here. I have this picture with me. From this conference, I use this to conclude that what I have learned here is about building the skill today to cook for tomorrow. And that is why we are all here learning something so that we can be a better person for tomorrow. And at the same time, I also reminding myself with this picture is about balance. Balance is many sense. Balance between transactional and transformational. Balance between empathy and result oriented. Balance between life in many aspects from health, career, family, community, financial, personal, spiritual. That is all the things that I take from these 2 days. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, ITD brought me to this many opportunity this year for many events. I really wanted to say so much thanks for those people that I know in this year. Bella, Rita, Kat, Sarari, and Dr. Peter somewhere, not sure he's in or not. And those people that I learned, and I know you by now today from CCNP and CCMC. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that sharing. Appreciate that. Wonderful round of applause. There you go. All right, now we'd like to call on Vijaya Kumar, one of our Art of Board members, to also share with us his learning takeaway.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me. Yeah, one of the things that we learn in this conference goes back to empathy. And we spend so much time learning about empathy, trying to improve on empathy. But Carl Monroe also told the reverse side of the empathy towards ourselves, self-compassion. He mentioned how many times do we take time to actually remember our happy moments, remember our achievement, remember our past success. So I think empathy needs to be balanced towards others. Equally important is towards us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. That was a wonderful sharing. Thank you. Last but not the least, Thana Lechmi would like to hear from you as well. Thana?
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be on, join this event. This time I was there last year at Colombo as well. So I had expectations really with all these, as well as all the topics that were so relevant topics. It's really relatable to the current feelings that we have now, especially me. And I have something to share. This is what our current, my current situation, I would say, with so much of uncertainty, okay, with the loss of, you can see their business, job, freedom, savings, confidence level, everything is the loss there. Can you see it? Hope you guys can see it, right? And that actually, with the session, with Coco and the rest of the team, actually gave me a lot of ideas. Also supported what I have wanted to do. The reinventing and rejuvenating is really something to look for, because it's to accept. The acceptance is there, to accept what's the current situation, to change, take lead and change, and to learn. That's something like I have learned to diverse with my branches, actually, right? And what I look for, I think this is so relatable, and this is something that I know I can achieve to be resilient. This is what year 2020 is going to look for me. This is how this conference have actually kind of supported me, gave me the true feeling that, you know, it's not the end. And with all the speakers and everyone shared, it's so inspiring, and I'm not alone. That's my key takeaway. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Tano. That was you had a lot of drawings there, huh? You really made all of those, and that was wonderful. You know, I think one of the key things I think you will all agree with me when I say that if there's one thing about trainers, we are not very good speakers. We are also very talented, gifted, and creative. See those artworks that you have done. Am I correct? Yes? You agree? Wonderful. You know what? And that's the reason why our next presenter actually is somebody who has been capturing all the essence of what was presented in the last 2 days, the essence of this conference, and he has actually put it into he has captured it, and he is going to actually present it in his visual notes and cartoons. To offer this is someone who is known to be an international creative thinking advocate, an author, a speaker, a consultant, a facilitator, and an educator. He is someone who has been working very closely with the gifted, the talented, and the creative individuals. So actually, he has just actually described all of you, and that was shown with what you have presented a while ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, the one who has actually captured all of what has happened and transpired in the last 2 days, may I present to you Dr. Robert Allen Black, our conference cartoon creator. Dr. Allen, a round of applause, please. Dr. Allen, would you like to present your work?
I'm not seeing. There I am. Hi, me.
There you are. There.
Rita,
Let me spotlight you.
Rita Go and I met in 2001 when I did a half-a-day workshop for her father's firm, Malaysian Training and Development. We've kept in touch, or our lives have crossed paths many times since. When I worked in Malaysia for several times with Dell and a few other clients. But what I did, my goal, as she and I had talked, was to cartoon it. Well, I just saw 3 or 4 people do a lot better job than me, but I was trying to do it with 14 to 16 to 30 different speakers. Plus, I'm 13 hours behind you. It is now almost 9:30 for me. For you, it's 10:30, but at night tomorrow. So hopefully you're going to make today good. What I've done is I put my slideshow into the chat box so you can download it and view it. But I'm going to take the screen and walk through it and make a few comments at this time. All right. You have the wonderful feature on AirMeet that included everybody's photo. Well, that's not everybody, but that's more than half of you. And as you notice, some of you are shy because you didn't put photographs up, but that's normal in Zoom. I just caught the end of Sri's presentation, but his key about his book, The War of Oils, and his story behind it was phenomenal. The key is idea. You heard the ideas of many people throughout the conference, no matter how many you actually experienced. These were the 14 I focused on. Trying to jump. The challenge was meeting 1 and meeting 2 were happening at the same time. That became a challenge in my skills with AirMeet, but I did what I could. But thanks to Rita, many of the people's presentations were sent to me aside so I could watch them at other times. But in this case, Ivy did an excellent job telling her story. And what I've done is capture what I thought were key elements as much as I could. And hopefully they'll remind you of other things you remember. Okay. Work the system. Then Peter Illig. So many visuals, so many graphics in that excellent presentation of his. What I did was just capture little shots of it, little snapshots. That when you look at one of them, they go, oh, I remember when he said that and what that meant, and so forth. Ideally, I would like you to have all of their presentations. But moving on to Tanya, who had a whole different approach. It was very involved. A lot of interaction between her and the group. So I took notes. She didn't use the slideshow, which is fine. You each had your own approach. But you'll notice there are key words like whitewater world of leadership or walking to lose weight, and how she told that one of the few people that I'm aware of that actually lost weight through COVID. Most people, like a couple of the presenters earlier today, and even during this closing, said the biggest challenge she had was the refrigerator, which was available 24 hours a day. And then I tried to capture Lorena. Sadly, I could not get in and out at the time, so I captured it based on other things that I was sent from her work, especially these two wonderful stories involving her and Dalai Lama. Then we get into Nafai and all the wonderful graphics that he produced and systems that he shared, that each one of these could take an hour to truly recall in step. Then I went on to Farah and all the wonderful things about the magic center that she described. Of course, I had access to her slideshow. Moving on, of course, Dr. Wong and the various things he talked about and the personal stories he shared. I was in Tokyo in March of 2003 when SARS officially was announced around the world. And each place I went around Japan and then into South Korea and then into Taiwan, more and more masks were being seen. Nothing like now. People wore them or they didn't wear them. I was supposed to be in China for 10 days doing 10 different presentations, but I canceled them because of the fear around the world of SARS. Like many of you might have been put into quarantine when you tried to travel back in March or April. A friend of mine who's Indian by birth but has lived in the United States for many years went to visit friends and family. He was stuck there for 6 months in quarantine. So I canceled my trip to China and did something else. But now you can't even do that. And then I've got people in my way. Dr. Rothwell in his presentation, I captured some of the essence that I heard him present. Once again, the very personal aspect, the common thread throughout all of the presentations. And then Andrea had a little technology. Unfortunately, when you rely on technology, there's always the Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will. But she handled it very well by doing it as a verbal presentation instead of the visual supporting her verbal. And then the very personal story of Stevens Chang. And at the age of 45, due to glaucoma, he lost his sight. But how he learned through adjusting, to altering, to dealing with living an agile life, and the stories he shared, no doubt will touch your heart. Then we move on to Eric de Graaf. And I captured a few of the key things from his slide presentation that he kindly sent me ahead of time, though I watched what I could today. And then Philip Lau with empathy, which was mentioned by a few of you that were called on at the end. Learning to be truly empathetic, not just sympathetic, and how the world may truly become one globe has been a dream. And then Casey Yang and some of the key things he shared with his agile enterprise approaches to things. The key that I heard throughout was act, act, act. You must make the choice. And then the wonderful enthusiasm of Carla Rose. I thank you again for the opportunity. And then Dr. Atif's daughter, Matilda, did a couple of graphics to add to the mix in her beautiful artwork that I added here. It would have been wonderful to truly cartoon you and paint you, but 24 hours is a hard thing to do when you've got 500 hours worth of work to do. But I chose this method. I hope it's of value to you. And I turn it back to Ivy Rose. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Allen. That was a wonderful sharing and wonderful artwork. So for those who'd like to take hold of this copy, they may download it. It's in the chat box right now. To our participants, I'd like to direct you there. All you need to do is download it so you'll have a wonderful memory of what happened in the ARTDO, because Dr. Allen has captured it and placed it into a cartoon. Thank you, Dr. Allen, and that was a wonderful sharing, and thank you for your artwork as well. More power to you. All right, so now let's move on. You see, we have definitely made the mark as we conclude the 47th year of ARTDO. And but wait, there's more. This is not the end. We are just ending one chapter, so we can now open up another chapter of learning next year. And there is something to look forward to in the next year's 2021, the 48th International Conference of ARTDO, which will take place in October 24 to the 28th. And to give us more insight on this event, let me call on Mr. Andy Fong, the General Manager of Batam Resort. Mr. Andy?
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. I'm very excited and I'm very honored that been given the chance to be part of ARTDO. And certainly we are looking forward to be the host for 2021. That will be in October 24th, 26th October 2021. We are ready, and something that I'd like to show you these clips. Please have a look and can run the video clips and have a look.
Welcome to Batam Island, Indonesia. We are from Batam View Beach Resort.
I am Tiur.
I'm Alan. We are the ambassadors of the resort. We would like to take you through some safety measures we have implemented in the resort.
Our resort provides daily shuttle bus that will welcome and transfer you to the resort safely. Before entering our resort, please kindly check your temperature and use the hand sanitizer provided. After checking your temperature, you may proceed to check in at the reception. We have clearly marked out the safe distancing locations on the floor to keep a safe distance from each other. All resort staff will be wearing masks for your safety. Please fill out the registration form and use the hand sanitizer thereafter. Room card keys should also be sanitized.
The resort public areas will be frequently cleaned and disinfected for your safety. All guest rooms will be cleaned daily, and balcony door will open to ventilate the room prior to guest stay. All conference rooms will be cleaned and sanitized with safe distance between each table.
We encourage all guests to sanitize their hands before entering the restaurant. We will ensure safe distance between all guests in the restaurant. All service staff will be wearing masks. Our service staff will be cleaning the table with high-grade disinfection solution frequently and ensure the tables are set up with safe distance between each other.
On behalf of Batam View Beach Resort, thank you for watching our safety brief video, and we look forward to welcome you to our beautiful resort. Wonderful Indonesia.
Wow. Okay. So look forward for 2021, and I hope everyone gear up and come with your swimming suit as well. Yeah. Don't just coat and tie. Has to be a little bit relaxed. It is a tropical climate. We are surrounded by the ocean. Batam is just only 25, 30 minutes ferry ride from Singapore. And we are very close to Singapore. We can, from my resort, actually, you can overlook Marina Bay Sands. Yeah, the building is very close. So I hope you all get ready, excited, and we are very excited as well, and to welcome all of you. And I hope we're going to have a good networking time. And after a year, we've been locked down. We've been going through a very challenging time, but we take it very positively and very optimistic about it. We are open all the time, and I kept all my staff till today. We are operating until now. We upgraded most of our resort, the whole entire resort. We upgraded. So by next year, everything will be brand new. This is one of the oldest resort in the Riau Island, 36 years old, and is the most prime resort before, and has been visited by big names like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Suharto, and John Howard. Yeah. So now after 7 years, I'm here, and I'm going through these major renovations. And during this pandemic time, I took the opportunity as well. Instead of doing nothing, and we return back, and we're very optimistic for next year, 2021, and I hope everything will go back well. And let's meet together for 2021. So I hope everyone will enjoy, and ARTDO will be a great senior. Next year will be great.
Wonderful. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So Ivy, since we are on the
Yes,
topic
Rita.
of Indonesia, I would like to specially express deep gratitude to Sofrida Macy, who has brought the biggest delegation from Indonesia. Thank you, Sofrida, for being so synergistic. And also for Mrs.
Wonderful.
Namita from Mauritius, to Ken Sim as well, for bringing people from Cambodia, and Andrea, and many others as well. And I now got the message that our President Emeritus would like to say a few words to Datin Eileen Jiang. So, yes, can we welcome her?
Hi, everybody. Andy. On behalf of the Chairman Emeritus, Dr. Thomas Chi, he expressed his happiness and also his congratulations to Rita Gore, who headed the committee in organizing this very eventful event at this time of the hour with the pandemic around. She and her team has done well, and he would like to place big congratulations to all of you, especially Rita Gore. Okay, Rita, and also Dr. Atif, who has been working very, very hard behind the stage, and all the team under her. Congratulations to all of you.
Yay! Yay! Congratulations.
Yes.
Let's unmute. Yay!
Yes, salary.
Let's make some sound. Unmute yourselves, please.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
For the Dr. Tokin Woon.
Yes, under the organizing chair of Dr. Tokin Woon. Okay.
Yes.
We'll see all of you in Indonesia next year. Okay.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you next year, definitely at Indonesia. Well, that's 10 months away from now, so you better prepare. And as Mr. Andy said, bring your swimsuit attire. So there's 10 months to go. in all of these diets that we need to work out on. But more than that, there will be much learning to work out on in October in the 48th ARTDO conference. So thank you very much. And thanks also to Miss Eileen. All right, now it has been a great 47th ARTDO conference. Don't you think so? Would you agree? Thumbs up? Yes. All right, that's a double thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, so now what we will do is I know that you have learned some moves yesterday. Am I correct? You did all of this art thing. We had a lot of movements that was so rejuvenating, and it is so reinventing, and it displayed a lot of our resiliency. So, and this was somebody, and you were led actually by somebody who's actually a good friend of mine, and who has been really rowdy in expressing all of this, and we'd like to put that into play right now, this time with more arts and with the good music. So I'd like to call on my good friend, Mr. Don Ricardo. Ricky Garcia. Ricky, come on down.
Come on, I
All
want to hear the
right.
music. It's party time, and what a way to
Okay.
end
Oh, Ricky,
Enjoy
you
me,
have two
everyone.
shows there.
Hi,
You
Shirley.
have two shows there.
Yes. Okay, here you go.
In the beat, come on, I'm no dance guru, but come on, let's make some waves. The action, direction.
One day,
Get ready, feel the beat.
came to me,
And I know.
freed me
Come on, let's party for 3 hours.
from misery.
It's amazing.
A touch of music in you start to feel so happy. Makes me jump up and down. You know my heart skips a beat each time that we meet. I'm just so happy I love you. Happy. I feel so happy. You make me so happy. Can't you see I'm happy now? One day, said to me, happy, where I wanna be. 1+1 makes it 2. That equals me and you. Each time we move along, until the day I met you, all of my dreams came true. I am so happy I met you. Happy. I'm so happy. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy. Can't you see I'm happy now? Can't you see I'm happy now?
At this point, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us in this 47th conference. Once again, thank you to the organizers for putting us all together here and having a very good learning experience in the last 2 days. Thank you to our wonderful audience and participants. Let's give ourselves a hand. Unmute yourselves and let's now make that noise. Hello, yay! Ardo!
And we
Give a
also
round of
want to
applause
thank Ricky.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Go ahead, sir.
Ricky. Thank you, Ivy.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations,
Sure,
congratulations. Our pleasure to be here. Thank you, Ricky, for that wonderful
Thank you,
moves.
everybody.
Thank you,
Bye.
Rita. Thank you, everyone,
Thank you.
for joining.
Thank you, Rita.
Nice to meet you here.
Thank you, Rita.
See
Thank
you
you,
next
Dr.
year.
Arthur. Thank you.
See you next year, the 48th ARTDO.
Bye.
For your presence.
Bye, Sarah Lee. Bye, Grace. Congratulations to the city.
An affirmation that the force of learning still persists. Mabuhay Ardo!
Sampai ketemu di Batam.
One more, one more.
One more sound. Yes, let's do that. For those who are still here, let's make it up.
And Don, thank you.
Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Dr. Atif. Thanks, Rita.
Thank you,
Rita.
Dr. Allen, thanks.
Thank you. Keep well, Dr. Anjali. Thank you.
Grace, thank you, Grace.
Grace, my gem. Congratulations.
I'm ready to
Thank you, everyone.
Grace.
Trina, for coming to
DJ, our favorite attendee.
Thank you, Dr. Nafri.
I'm gonna be
Abdullah Rashid from Maldives. We want to go to our country.
Go, go, go. Continue evening. Reinvent and resilient.
Jitesh, put on your camera. Hi, Tiplina.
Can you hear me now?
Hi. Nice job.
Hey, Dr.
Take it on the everyday movement.
Great event. Thank you so much, great for sure.
Thank you.
Every day.
Have a good rest.
This is part of my everyday movement while walking. Drinking.